But I was going into Tosche Station to pick up some power converters.
Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. It is 12:16 a.m. January 1st, 2023. So let's go over some of my 2023 goals for this channel. This is a little different than anything else I've done for this channel, but I figured I'd kind of lay out what I'm hoping to do. So for those following and subscribing to the channel, thank you for subscribing by the way, and coming along and enjoying my content, I want you to know what my thought process is going forward throughout this year. Alright, 2023 goals. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about 2022 in review. There was a good chunk of 2022 that I just stopped making content because I wasn't making any progress and I was just getting stressed out by trying to do it. And also, it's hard to enjoy playing video games when you know you could be doing them for YouTube, or if you could just spend time doing anything else. So at the top of last year, in January, I had 28 subs. Not a lot. December, I ended with 390 subs. Still not a lot, but you could tell that there's a jump, which I'm happy about. Channel views wise, there's also a massive jump. In 2021, I only had 7,682 views altogether, which I did start this channel late into 2021, so that kind of has a factor into it. But this past year, I had 373,068 channel views, which is a decent amount, and it's kind of weird to think that's how much I had, but when you kind of add everything together, it adds up. And then you could kind of base off of that my watch time in hours. However, with this many views, I mainly got it all on shorts. So my watch time in hours isn't incredibly high. Whereas last year was 51.8 and this year is 2,330.05. I mean, still a lot more than last year, of course. But when you look at the content type below, views per video and watch time hours per video or shorts is what I'm talking about. It's all shorts, and you can see the views is increasingly bigger for shorts ratio wise to videos compared to watch time where it's not as increased or it's not as dramatic. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's late at night. Hey, it's future me. I didn't move this camera earlier, so down there you can see the videos graphic that I was talking about. Alright, back to past me. So what are some of my goals going into this year? So some personal goals that only I can effect. Video wise, I want to consistently upload one video every other week, if not one video a week. Now this may depend on how edited I want the video to be. If I want it to be more raw, kind of like this video is going to be, I'll probably be able to churn those out weekly a bit more. But if they're more edited, more B-roll I need to gather and collect and put together, then it'll take me a little bit longer, maybe even every 2 weeks. Speaking of that, I do want to create better edited and more engaging videos. When I do things that are more raw like this, most of the time I'm only going to get views for people who are deeply engaged or rooted into the community, which with 390 subs probably isn't that many people, so I honestly doubt this video is going to be doing well. But I would like to kind of compare this video to maybe at the end of 2023, which we'll see if I make it that long. I also want to start multiple video series, which I will go over later. Shorts wise, at worst I want to upload every other day. I think with the videos I've been doing for short, it's pretty easy to pump out. It's just watching Star Wars movies and then thinking of things that are happening in the movies, kind of comparing them to other movies, and then just recording, maybe adding some B-roll in there, and then adding it to YouTube and TikTok, which if you're not following me on TikTok, you can follow me there. I also want to create more fun and creative shorts, because right now my shorts aren't exactly the most creative, because it's literally me watching Star Wars movies and then kind of making my comments on them. Whereas I kind of want to do more scripted shorts, because shorts can go viral. So if I have something a little bit more scripted and a little less loose, like I've been kind of doing, I think those can do very well. Just a matter of me doing it. So let's go over some statistical goals that hopefully those personal goals can lead to. So goals for this channel, I want to hit 2 million channel views, which based on this, I'm already at 373,000, and if I keep it on, I should be able to get there throughout 12 more months. I also want to hit 25k subs, which is going to be difficult, because that'll depend on how consistent I am. And with the newborn child, that might be a little difficult, but I'm going to try my best, because not getting paternity leave from work really makes me want this Star Wars YouTube channel to work. And I'm thinking if I can hit that 25k mark, I'm hoping by the end of the year, regular videos can get on average 2k views. This will also depend on what kind of videos I'm putting out, obviously, which hopefully my thought process and ideas going forward can help with that. I also want a video of mine to not necessarily go viral, because I don't think 250k is viral, but a massive stepstone to maybe getting those 25k subs. If I make a well-edited video, I think with YouTube, things can pop off, and especially with shorts, getting me subs more frequently than regular videos. Those subs can turn into quick views, and with those early views could push my video in the algorithm to push it to more people, and maybe hit that 250k mark. That's going to be maybe the most difficult thing on this list. Kind of going off that, but for a short, to get 600k views. Initially I had 1 million, but I think that's a bit ambitious. Even 600k I think is ambitious, because I also went for 750, but I'm like, But I think if I can get a video to start popping off, I don't think that's unreasonable. Difficult for me, sure, but I think it's possible. I also want to live stream on average every week. Again, with a newborn child, this is going to be really difficult, but this is on average. So hit 50, a little over 50 live streams this year, which again, I don't think is impossible, because I could do 2 a week and that'll make up for things. But initially I had 100 live streams, but I was like, yo, that's one every 3 days. That's not gonna happen. Also, going off live streams, I'm hoping to get a stream to hit 100 concurrent viewers, which will be really difficult and would probably be more towards the end of the year if I'm getting close to that 25k sub mark. So, what is my plan to hit both those personal and statistical goals? I need to develop a more efficient workflow from my free time. So time I'm not already spent doing work on my actual job, time I'm not spent working out, because I've got a little bit down here that I don't want to have. Spending time with my newly expanded family, like I just mentioned, newborn son, 2 weeks old, and just everyday house stuff like chores, dealing with cats, and just general life stuff like that. I also want to update my channel brand a little bit, which I've kind of already started. So this is mainly maybe my profile picture and my banner header. I'm kind of fine with my intro and outro to my videos. I actually kind of enjoy them, but I feel like my profile picture and my channel header could use a little bit of work. As a graphic designer, I am very critical of my own graphics, which I'm not even happy with this, but it works. And one last thing to do to get these goals is to just deal with less sleep, which with a newborn, I would say I'm getting used to, but I don't think I'm there yet. Here are some project ideas I have going around in my mind right now, which I'm sure these will expand later, but a few ideas of what I'm thinking about doing in this coming year. So just some playthroughs, like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I haven't played all the way through yet, and I need to. So if my computer can handle it, and that might be a big if, I'm hoping to maybe live stream and play through the entirety of Fallen Order, and then leading up to Jedi Survivor when that releases. And I've never finished KOTOR. And I think I have an old short on this channel that I kind of get ragged on by my brother about. If they do remake, I would probably want them to maybe like just update gameplay, update graphics.
No, Blaine.
No?
I saw your YouTube video. How dare you not finish KOTOR and be excited about a remake? Play that game now. Play it all the way through and finish it like a man. That's my call out to you, sir.
That's very fair.
Yeah, you're damn right it's fair. I saw that YouTube video and I wanted to give it a dislike, but since you're my brother, I didn't.
Going back to what I mentioned earlier about video series, one, I want to do more of those Zoom call ideas that I had on a video that I released a couple months ago. When was that actually? I just need to figure out more instances where I can use that idea. And also I think I need to find more voices I can use, because I was a little restricted in that situation, but AI stuff is going all over the place, so I don't think it's unlikely. I want to start a tier list series, because you know, what YouTuber doesn't have one of those? Speaking of series YouTubers all have, top 5 or top 10 series. I don't think that's too difficult, and I think it'll basically come down to coming up creative ideas for those top 10, top 5 videos. Not like, oh, my top 5 Star Wars movies, my top 5 Star Wars Clone Wars episodes. I mean, that's not an awful one, to be fair, but just some more unique ideas for those. I've had this planned out for a while, and I started recording my ratings of them a long time ago, but I'm going to start the Clone Wars episode and season rating and review series, which will be interesting to see how I end up going with editing that video and even recording it, because I recorded it twice and I was not happy with either of them. So I need to figure out how I want to go about that. If I want to go about it more detailed, or if I kind of want to go about it more entertaining, which obviously can be detailed and entertaining, but I want to decide which side I want to go before I add in details or entertainment. Also, I kind of want to go through old Star Wars games and review those, like Jedi Knight, Dark Forces, which I definitely didn't just edit to save from Dark Force, and Galactic Battlegrounds, among other games that I have in my large Steam list. And one last thing I want to touch on are some community plans, because I'm doing this because I enjoy making content for people. And also, if I'm getting people to watch my stuff, I want to do something for them, because I am such a small channel. There's so many options you guys can do instead of me, so I just want to do something to appreciate you guys for coming here, subscribing, watching these videos, liking, all that fun stuff. So I want to do some more posts and polls. I think the polls can be interesting to go over, like, current ideas, maybe, oh, what you think of this episode from Clone Wars, Rebels. I'm also curious what my following leans towards concerning whether like OT, prequels, or sequels, because I feel like you can like prequels and sequels, but there's not a lot of us. What I'm saying is I like the sequels as an entertainment wise, because I love anything Star Wars basically, but they're still probably the worst trilogy. Sorry. I also want to start some community live streams, maybe like a monthly Battlefronts 2 live stream if my computer can handle it, which I don't even know, or just some things like that. Maybe like a monthly podcast where I bring on some community members and we just talk Star Wars. I also want to encourage more Discord events and engagement, so like Discord only live streams, maybe Discord getting advanced access to videos, so I like release it but only send the link to Discord and then I release it to the public a little bit later. I don't know, probably not, because I need as much engagement and anything like that as possible, but it's just an idea. I also want to start asking more engaging questions at the end of videos to encourage people to comment and start conversations in the comment section below. So, speaking of that, what is your most anticipated thing in 2023 for Star Wars? For me, I mean, Mando Season 3 is going to be so good. And Ahsoka is too, actually. I might be more hyped for Ahsoka, honestly, now that I think about it. Ahsoka. Ahsoka's my answer. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if I seemed to get a little bit more tired towards the end of this video. It took me about 25 minutes to record and everything like that. I'm tired. Newborn kids are exhausting. And I think in about 20 minutes he needs a feeding. Fun. If you enjoyed the video, I don't know what you'd get out of it, but I would enjoy the like that you would give it. Consider subscribing and comment below the answer to my question that I just asked and forgot and now remembered. What are you most anticipated for 2023? Thank you again for watching. I need to stop recording and then upload a short, and I'll see you next time. May the Force be with you. Oh boy. I do need to get better at dealing with no sleep.